Here we have a customer that mailed over a Minimax tuner for repair. And this one was mailed over from Colorado. Why is it always from Colorado or Texas? Almost always for Minimax tuners. Let's read what the customer wrote. HNS XRT Pro tuner with HDMI port on the back. HDMI port fell off of the tuner and needed fixed to work on my truck. All one sentence. No periods, no commas. But I read it. Sometimes you do not know where to pause. So HDMI port fell off. We must have fixed every HNS tuner, every Minimax tuner for every individual in the US. Every single one of them. We get those in every single day. I memorized those tuners by heart. I discovered issues with them as time went by, as I got myself familiar with those devices. And I love working on them because I work on them every day and I know them. I know those boards. I know those tuners. And those tuners are not cheap. How much are they? $800, $900. But it's not only about the cost, the price. You have to use the same tuner if you want to work on a vehicle that you made changes to. You can read more about Minimax tuners or HNS tuners. They are the same device, different name, different housing, but the board is exactly the same. I opened up the device. Let me show you what's going on because you cannot see a thing. I know. So the device came like this, right? On Minimax tuners, the device looks a bit different where we have to break the seal of the edges to open it. But this one is different. This one, they made it easier to open, which I very much appreciate. What you do is, with the tip of the tweezer, we can just snap it open. A lot easier to open than Minimax tuner, even though the board is the same. That's the board right here. We need to just remove one screw. And I do not have to completely remove the screw. We can keep it on the board and just remove the motherboard. We can keep the screw on the housing, not on the board. So, right here. Now, once we have the board out, we're going to remove the screen. Okay. Now we can work on the board. I do not see an HDMI connector on the board. I do not see an HDMI connector. Completely ripped off. Hopefully we do not have any ripped pads. Let's take a look. The connector did not just fall off. I see a prior repair attempt here. Signs of flux and signs of everything. The connector does not fall off like this, leaving flux residue and leaving bridges on those pads. It looks like a soldering iron was used where this component, the coating on this component burned, but that's okay, not a big deal. But that component did not just fall off. Just tell me you attempted the repair, you could not do it. Like a person tells me, the laptop stopped working for no reason. I open it and it's all liquid damaged. Last repair for the day. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna wick off the holes. HDMI connector has 3 holes. And this model board, we do not have a fuse. I noticed that on some HNS or Minimax boards where sometimes a fuse does not exist. So that's hole number 1. And those are the anchor pins for the HDMI connector. It looks like we still have a pin stuck on this one, on the left side, right here. Okay, so we lost this pad right here. That was a weak pad. And we're gonna have to run the wire. What can you do? For this repair, I'm using the usual NF.Flux. This is the white version. And I'm using NF.Mini solder pen with the bent tip for maximum precision. Where is the blade when you need it? I need to cut that wire. My bench is out of control. I did so many devices today. Whatever tools we are using on our bench here, from this blade to the solder wire, actually the solder wire is out of stock as of current. Flux, braid wick, tweezers, soldering station, thermal camera, this amazing microscope, you can buy directly from us. Just log into NorthridgeFix.com, one-stop shop. Click on shop, add to cart, whatever you need, check out, pay, and we almost always ship out same day. If you have ordered from us before, you know how fast we ship. As for the shirts, we are shipping out shirts once a week. I have a video coming up doing the shirts. We do the shirts in-house. Amazing quality shirts and a lot of designs to choose from. We're gonna keep adding on to the designs. You just choose which shirt you want. 1, 2, 5, 7, 10. And we make it for you. This gives us the flexibility to create many designs where we do not have to stock one specific design, medium, large, XL, 2XL, 3XL. So just a few seconds for the solder mask, the UV mask to cure. And we can proceed with soldering the HDMI connector pin by pin. We can apply hot air, but on this board I highly do not recommend hot air because it's a 2-layer board. Components will start flying away. Perfect. But before we solder the connector, let's scrape off some of that solder mask from the wire. And we can tin the wire also. Let's flip the board. We're gonna solder the 3 legs from the back. Look at the amazing quality on this microscope. I do not have to mention anything about those joints, right? You already know. Regular watchers of the channel, you already know the deal. Leave it down in the comments, let me know. I want to see if you learned your lesson on what to do with those shiny joints. Let's go back to the front. One last thing I want to do just to make sure the wire is making a connection is I'm going to measure the pin, and we should have a diode reading 0.64. Awesome. Awesome. So it means the pin is making a connection with the wire, because otherwise we would get an OL if the pin is not making a connection with anything. One final cleanup and we are done. Ta-da! Let's put the screen on. We're gonna put the tape over the ribbon, put the board back in its enclosure, and we are done. Invoice and mail it back to the customer. Short video and nice end of the day repair. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.